Proverbs 3, verses 18 to 20. She is a tree of life for those who hold on to her. Those who cling to her are blessed. Yahweh founded the earth by wisdom. He established the heavens by understanding. By his knowledge the deep waters were divided, and the clouds dripped dew. So we see wisdom personified here as not only a tree of life, but also the means by which God created the universe. And this has led a lot of people to believe that wisdom personified is Jesus Christ. Or I think you could make a similar argument that the wisdom personified is the Holy Spirit. One church father said that Christ is the Word, and the Holy Spirit is God's wisdom, and therefore by wisdom or by the Holy Spirit God created. I don't think it so much matters. We know for sure that he created by Jesus because of what John tells us at the beginning of his gospel. But could he have also created by the Holy Spirit? Well, that's the mystery of the Trinity. But the point is this: knowing wisdom is knowing God. And by knowing God, we mean specifically knowing Jesus Christ, the manifestation of God that we have seen with our own eyes, who reveals all of who God is, Holy Spirit and Father as well, to us. And that is like a tree of life. The tree of life idea only shows up here in Genesis, where Adam and Eve are told not to eat from the tree of life after they've fallen into sin, and in Revelation at the end of the Bible, where God shows us what the new heavens and the new earth, the resurrection of the dead, is going to look like. And that's notable, because at the beginning and the end of the story, this beautiful picture shows up, and right here. And so what does that teach us? That to know Jesus is to know wisdom, and it is to live forever. To know wisdom is to live in line with the way that the world was supposed to live, and therefore to live forever. And then he continues that the earth was founded by this wisdom. That means that the operating principle, the foundation of all creation, is God and his wisdom. God is not an outside actor like some deists would believe, who started the earth and then sort of let it go, and that's it. No, he is the foundational principle. Without him, the earth ceases to exist, to live. It's necessary. And so knowing God is necessary for living in line with creation. John again picks this up in John 1 when he says that the logos, the way that the Greeks talked about the operating principle for the entire existence, the reason that we're here, became flesh and dwelt among us. Jesus, that thing by which the world was created, that thing by which the world is sustained, became a man and became one of us. And then therefore died for us and rose again for us to promise us that we can know this wisdom and be part with it so that we can once again experience that tree of life. He then says, by knowledge and understanding, the deep waters were divided and the clouds dripped dew. Which should remind us that, yes, this of course is talking about Jesus, but it also is talking about how God, in his infinite wisdom, built the earth to not be something that just operates like a machine, but something that is understood and something that we subdue. Like God said to Adam in the garden, rule the earth, subdue it. Take what I've given you and use it. This is not something that you are a part of in some great circle of life idea, or that we're just another animal that lives on this earth, or that we are the main reason that the world is going to hell in a handbasket because of some sort of environmental concerns. Those things may seem true on the surface, but ultimately what God says is, I've made the world for you. And so my wisdom is necessary for operating in it correctly. So know wisdom in order to know Jesus, know wisdom in order to live on this earth, and you'll be able to grow up.